We were talking to Digby about the heck of a job brownie quality to what we're seeing. This was fascinating. You've got the Trump administration desperately attempting to argue that everything's fine. I mean, it's becoming apparent, right, that Donald Trump's strategy on anything is to lie and say it's going well, or we got it covered, we're 2 weeks out, we're doing this, X, Y, or Z is happening, etc. And I would imagine there's also now an understanding amongst cabinet secretaries broadly, and that you've got to follow that program, right? Everybody comes into a meeting, they look around, they say, look, whatever's going on, say it's going well, and then we'll deal with the problems internally. Never, ever say anything negative about what's happening in public. Here's Elaine Duke. She's the acting Secretary of Homeland Security. They are playing a clip of her on CNN for the mayor of San Juan, Puerto Rico. This was just yesterday, Thursday. And you can't see if you can see the video, you can see the look on the face of the mayor from Puerto Rico. And then you start to hear it in her voice and what she's saying. But at first she's trying to maintain like some composure. And then she's just like, you got to be kidding me. Here is that clip.
Oh, it is really a good news story in terms of our ability to reach people and the limited number of deaths that have taken place in such a devastating hurricane.
Head Mayor.
Well, maybe from where she's standing, it's a good news story. When you're drinking from a creek, it's not a good news story. When you don't have food for a baby, it's not a good news story. When you have to pull people down from their buildings, because I'm sorry, but that really upsets me and frustrates me. I would ask her to come down here and visit the towns and then make a statement like that, which frankly, it is an irresponsible statement, and it contrasts with the statements of support that I have been getting since yesterday when I got that call from the White House. Dammit, this is not a good news story. This is a people are dying story. This is a life or death story. There's a truckload of stuff that cannot be taken to people's story. This is a story of a devastation that continues to worsen because people are not getting food and water. If I could scream it a lot more louder, it is not a good news story when people are dying, when they don't have dialysis, when their generators aren't working and their oxygen isn't providing for them. Where is there good news here? I mean, the good news is that we're getting heard. The good news is that there's boots on the ground. The good news is that the people from FEMA have their heart in the right place and the HHS people know what to do. For heaven's sake, somebody let them do their job. Let them get the food and the water in the hands of people. And then let's talk about good news. I'm really sorry, but when you have people out there dying, literally scraping for food, where is the good news?
Yeah, I don't know what to add to that. Going out there and telling that story, and the thing is, there is a large segment of the country here that is just going to hear the acting chief of Homeland Security say this is a good news story. Period. That's where it ends. They will not hear that clip of the mayor. But it's still an ongoing disaster. And hopefully now that the military has mobilized, hopefully they'll have averted, something just truly horrible. But playing it pretty close. Pretty close. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos